And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Baltimore Orioles. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starter, Corbin Burns.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control the or even find those offers, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ketel Marte, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Here comes a pitch.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it's filled up. And he deals. Stays alive.
Always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
The kick, the 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one down. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
This is Corbin Carroll. He swings and fouls one off. That's in there, and it's 0-2. One down, base is empty.
1 ball. He's straight.
And it skips into there.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
1 out, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Righty to the plate.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
There's a swing and a drive. Mullins going back. And the trap. And Jack Peterson stands in. Ball one there.
One ball, no strikes.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go to Diamondbacks. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound now, Zach Gallen.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's still to do to be able to command all of those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And the pitch. Gunnar Henderson in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Gunnar Henderson was a unanimous choice for American League Rookie of the Year in 2023. Got off to a slow start, but finished the season with 28 homers, playing as the Orioles' everyday shortstop. You know, Adley Rutschman nearly won the award in 2022. The future is bright for the Orioles.
Foul.
Henderson became the first Orioles player to win Rookie of the Year since Cal Ripken Jr. did it in 1982. It only took Gunnar 1 season to start doing things the Orioles haven't seen done since Cal was playing on the team.
Whips it to first on the run. Barely got it for the out close play. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. Jorge Mateo now. Bunting, and it's in the air. Suarez makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Anthony Santander in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's outside. Ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Two outs. Gets a piece, and it stays alive. Now. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Christian Walker. Burns, a Northern California native. He was a 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he played alongside an outfielder who eventually made it to the majors. Yeah, that guy's name was Tony Gonsolin. Made it as a pitcher. First offering, and it just misses. Burns, multi-time All-Star, He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers, they work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff. Tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
To short, Henderson fires across the diamond. One out in the second. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That one the other way. Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second, and it's a one-out double for the first hit of the game.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And at second with one away, Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Man at second. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. Smith threw that one, it's a strikeout.
Still absolutely no chance on that slider right there. I don't need to laugh, but that's a tough one. He pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. If it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just launches you off to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spin on it.
The D-backs looking to strike first here at the top of the second. That one way outside, and it's a ball and a strike. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his four-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today, he is a cutter sinker guy, and the four-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance. Kicks and fires. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. One left for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second and into the box for Baltimore. Colton Cowser. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Foul ball there. Next offering is in for a strike. That's a little bit low. A punch out there, and one gone. Here's Adley Rutschman. Fastball in for a strike. 1-1.
All right, dude. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rushman do on the field?
It off, still 1-2. 0-0 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Just missed.
It's a good take.
And a pitch. And that one is in the dirt. Counts ball 3-2.
Worked himself into a good count, showing willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, let it hit deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit, and that one popped to short. Perdomo pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The designated hitter, Ryan.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch misses. Rutschman off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in Baltimore. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Moreno, a former Gold Glove winner, in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela. And the right-hander back to work. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. And the righty deals. Not even close there. And the count even 1-1. That one missed.
2-1.
Here's a 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. Down. In the air, right side. And that will fall. So a man on base to start the inning. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one fouled off. Ground could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first. Double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Back to the top of the lineup, an outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. Top of the third, no score. Bounce to the right. Mateo fires over to first. They get the out on Marte. That's the third out. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Ramon Urias. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Wouldn't chase that time. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped on over. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. And that's outside. 1-0. That one clips the corner. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That misses. 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Nobody out, runner at first. Sharp example right there. That plate discipline pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles, grounded out his first time. Shortstop takes the ball. Inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
There's a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
The Orioles with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. Next offering is in for a strike. Righty delivers. Got him! And that is a big first out.
A big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a point once you've committed and try to check the swing. Just get
2 on, 1 out. And stepping in is the speedy Jorge Mateo. Check swing, and he held up.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
There's a strike. That clips the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Urias, the lead runner out at second. Mullins at first. 1 gone. Over to Perdomo. That's 1. And that's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back now to Green Park. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Burns back to work. This is outside, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Sliced hard but foul. There's a strike.
He's a pitcher where the hitters are swinging at everything. You feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one hammered center field. Mullins going back on this one. Just missed it. Here's Jack Peterson. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Here's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Good eye right there. Swing and a miss, and he got to the chase. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing into your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you off, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
And now it's Christian Walker. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Henderson. Jump throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
And we're back. On four, now Anthony Santander. He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a three-true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Drill to right, way up there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
He has sparked this home run in a big way. What a swing. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. And that one fouled off. Inside, just missed.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run. And now the catcher comes up to him. Adley Rutschman. And he's already singled in this game. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to go to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
One down, base is empty. Inside ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So digging in, Ryan O'Hearn. He popped out his first time. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. This one in the air. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles, struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. The pitch. That one misses, and it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
1 run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a 4-pitch walk.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Blue. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Then Rios now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a breaking ball that drops in there. Rutschman on second. Mountcastle at first. 2 out of the inning. Now on outside. A ball, one strike.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. And another ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. 3-2 now. Cedric Mullins waiting on deck for the Orioles. And here it comes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two outs. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Orioles 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
You know, these D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ground ball right side. Mateo sends it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now having the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Struck out swinging his first time. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Foul ball.
Well, all around, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every bat.
1 down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're at the top of the 5th. That one missing inside. The ground, and that's a fair ball.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the 3rd base line. It's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. It's just nice. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now, and fouled off.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Man at first, one away. Runner on the go. That's ripped into the outfield. Snags it for the second out. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Burns with a move to first. McCarthy back in on a dive. At the belt and fires. Fouled off. He was late. Base hit center field. Lead runner around second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big ball on the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And another big at bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that time run across with 2 outs.
First and third, 2 away. Geraldo Perdomo getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Misses inside, and it's 1-0. McCarthy at third. Moreno on at first with 2 down. Fall off foul. Two on, 2 outs. And it's even up. That's down and in. Ketel Marte, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Got it. Huge strikeout there.
Adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Baltimore, here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. To kick the pitch. That misses. Ball 1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Jordan Montgomery up and throwing. Jameson, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And another ball. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So the lineup flips over. Here's your Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. First pitch just misses. Into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Now a chance for Jorge Mateo. And that's in there for strike one. And a pitch. Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
One out, the runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. And now 2-2. And a pitch. Out to center. And it's caught for the out. Anthony Santander at the plate. He's already homered in this game. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swinging and drilling deep right field. That one's back there. And that one is gone. Touchdown, Utah Street. A massive home run. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, aggressive, and it paid off. See a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch it from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ball one, no strikes. Two down, nobody on. Sharp grounder, that's one for a base hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's going to be Adley Rutschman. Cowser leads off first with 2 down to the inning. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. And now a man into scoring position.
It's not often you see a catcher of his caliber defensively lose the handle on a pitch like that, but it does happen to everyone at some point or another, especially with all the nasty stuff we see pitchers throwing up there these days. He won't be happy with himself about that, though.
Man on second, 2 down.
Two balls, one strike.
And a good eye there. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch. In the air out towards right center. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top 6. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. Marte, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. No throw. He's safe at first. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it. But he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now Jack Peterson. Pitch out, but no action.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
The Diamondbacks trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is downstairs. Chris with that distraction of the speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Here comes a pitch. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. Nice changeup. Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, definitely a fine pitch right there. And he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling for balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Christian Walker stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He was late there, strike 1. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
0-2 now. And then misses off the outside edge.
1-2.
This is with a changeup. And the count is 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs. Comes out and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Orioles 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Montgomery.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn.
The first base baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
And he deals. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
You know, these Orioles really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The 0-2. That one miss.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And there's a ball. Kicks and deals. Towards first. Walker steps on the bag. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Paul Sewald preparing to come on if needed. Nelson, a left-hander, also throwing. There's a strike. Outside low. And that's ball 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 2 away now.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up with 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The next offering misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Next offering is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Up the middle. What a stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. Nothing across here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Orioles 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back now at Oriole Park, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The D-backs in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. That pitch clips the outside corner. And that's strike two. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Sir Anthony Dominguez is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Cano getting loose as well. Popped in the air. Left field. Cowser makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That's to third, and it goes just foul.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
One down, base is empty. Slides, but it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just a fun turn on a pitch like he did right there.
So, man aboard. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. There's the swing and miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Pitch. In the air, right field. Santander drifts towards it. Hooks it away for the out. 2 down.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches in this game.
Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. See, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And that one off the outside edge.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And the pitch. That one missed.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Geraldo Perdomo waiting to hit for the D-backs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this run, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wayward starts to get everyone's attention.
First and second, 2 down. Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Just missed. The tying run at the plate. Falling behind 2-1. Pitch. Swing and miss, and now 2-2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip. everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Time run at the plate. That was foul. And now it's 3-2. Ketel Marte waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Still in total command of the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Orioles 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. We've set for the last half of the 7th. And down the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Montgomery back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1. Ground ball right side. And that one finds its way through. And that turns the lineup over. Wide throw, and it gets away. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Montgomery checks over to first, and he's back. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Big swing and a miss. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two. On the ground, a short could be 2. Off balance beat, there's 1. To Walker, and that's 2.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jorge Mateo. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ketel Marte up to the plate. The right-hander back to work. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Cano also throwing. Now the 0-1. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's got ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Here's the 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
If you're the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
At the belt and fires. A little bit high. 2-2. Into the outfield for a knock. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get him here under it, but he swung that ball back up the middle. The timing was just perfect. Got great wood on him. There's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Corbin Burnes. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. Now at the plate, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Oh, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two now. Ground ball up the middle. Henderson gets the second. Over the first set. And here is Jock Peterson. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Here comes the 0-1. Here's the strike with the knees. The Diamondbacks trailing by 3 over the top of the 8th. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. Kicks and fires. Hangs onto the foul tip. That's his strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the front of the blade. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. We'll have to get that pitch again. Just put the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Christian Walker. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Two outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-2. Way high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Wouldn't chase that time. Right-hander kick steals. And looking pretty good. One left for the Diamondbacks. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Santander. As the lefty gets to work. And it skips into dirt. Here comes a pitch. Bounced up the middle. And that chance handled. Jumps. Throws. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's in there at the knees. And now 1 and 2. And that's down and away. One down, base is empty. That one lifted to left. Gurriel has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 35.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. 1-1. Just off the inside edge. Got the back one too soon. It's strike 2.
Throw the ball well, and they need to score this inning in relief right here. They're doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
And that's a little bit high. Now 2-2. And a pitch. This to third. Suarez. Whips it across. Rutschman retired. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 9th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Felix Bautista.
And we all know about a slider. It's just filthy, man. And the better runs of the game, I'd say, spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The pitch. Gurriel stands in now, looks at that one inside. Bautista, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. The 1-0. Swinging a foul straight back. The 1-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Man, that was pretty close right there.
Outside. Right-handed reliever.
That's the ball. Okay.
And 102 on that one.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
At the plate and takes high there. Base is empty, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. And another ball. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
One down, base is empty. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Into center. Mullins on his horse. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And it's GM. Diamondbacks down to their final out. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Foul ball there. Bautista is just one strike away. Swing and miss, and a count. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. As the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shabby. We'll see you soon.
For the Diamondbacks, no run, 7 hits, no errors. They led 7 runners on base. Time of the ball, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.